Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight I'm going to be giving you guys a Nipsey Hussle update and sharing a couple of things that I've seen about Nipsey Hussle. But within me giving you guys this update, I'm not going to show him laying on the pavement. I'm not showing him being killed. I'm not showing him. I'm not showing like certain physical videos. I'm not showing that, but I will talk and have a discussion about what is going on around the internet and bring that up to you guys. But I'm just not going to show, certain things that I know might be, a trigger, and some things that are disrespectful to the family to show. I'm not going to show those things to you guys. With that being said, oh wow, it's 339 of you guys already. Just now I had to click a separate window to see the chat, but yeah, so I'm not going to show those things. The only thing that's unfortunate, a lot of people have been sending me this video of this guy who, or I don't even know if it's a guy, a girl, whatever, that used my voice in a video, and in that video it showed Nipsey on the pavement. I had an argument with my own mama because my mom called me. She was like, "You posted a video of Nipsey on the pavement." And I'm like, I would never post no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never. And then she was like, "Yes, I seen you. It was you. It was Nique at Night. I seen you." And then it was Nipsey. And then like after it was all said and done, then I realized she was talking about the video that it's kind of has gone viral. It's at like over 1 million views. They posted it yesterday. It has my voice in the video. And in that video, it shows Nipsey on the pavement. I myself personally, I wouldn't share anything like that. I just wouldn't. And so that's the only unfortunate thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was like, "You see this person use your voice?" The person used my voice and it's within fair use. On YouTube, you are able to use content like, you know what I'm saying? So they did use the fair use amount of my voice. That's the only part that, I was just like, I was like, damn, that's the only part, because I wouldn't physically show that. You know what I'm saying? It's my voice. And then the next thing you see is Nipsey on the pavement. So people are confusing it to be me. I've been getting people sending me that video all day. So I am aware of that. So for all of you guys who have been sending it to me, I am aware of the video. It's not my video. As you can see, it's not from my page. It's not me at all. Not even my work on how I conduct videos or make videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I do good research and I put clips together, but that one, you know what I'm saying? It's just not me. It wasn't me. So that's the only thing that I will address, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what to say about it. But so in this live, if you want to see footage of him actually being murdered, I'm not going to show that. If you want to see footage of, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Oh, him on the pavement. I'm not showing that, but I will give you guys an update. Like I said, I'm a person who I seen my cousin on the pavement, and we like came to the scene like shortly after he got murdered. He got murdered in front of my auntie. We seen him on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He had been gunned down. He was laying in a pool of blood. Seeing things like that is very triggering. When I seen Nipsey on the pavement yesterday, that was very triggering for me. So again, if you came here and you expected to see those types of things, I'm not showing it. But I will give you guys an update as far as the guy who posted the video yesterday saying that he was Nipsey Hussle's shooter. It appears that, like I said, when I posted it, I wasn't aware if he was being a clout chaser or not. But there's a thing of self-incriminating yourself. If you self-incriminate yourself and you say, "Hey, this is me, I did this crime," and it came out of your own mouth, then things like that I'll post. Now, if there is rumors of such, and there's rumors of people saying, and they're using like names, like if they name people, they show physical pictures, and it's a rumor, I'm not going to share like the name of a person, and I'm not going to share the physical picture unless they are in fact a confirmed police suspect. It is confirmed by the police. Then things like that I will share. But like the rumors of like actual names, I'm not going to share. Like if somebody say, "Hey, this is tentatively what happened," I don't mind sharing what tentatively might have happened. But like when you start showing names and you start showing photos and it's like unconfirmed things like that, and although like the streets are talking, it's just something that I'm not going to share on my my platform. That's just not what I'm going to share. So But what I will inform you guys on, the guy that, like, the video that I showed you guys of the guy self-incriminating himself, whether he did it or not, self-incrimination is different from a rumor, like I said. So the guy who said that he was the one who blasted, whatever, like, you know, was the one who did this to Nipsey. He is somebody by the name of Gaston or something like that. And he went on a rapper by the name of Cinco. He went on his live. And so I'm going to show you guys the guy Cinco talking about the situation, about how he had no affiliation to him. And then I'm going to give you guys the other updates around this whole Nipsey Hussle thing as far as the information of the shooter. And although I'm not going to show you guys the video, I'll show you guys what I visually saw. Okay. And we'll leave it at that. So let me share my screen and show you guys what the rapper, the Cinco guy, is saying about the guy who hopped on his live and shared the information saying that he, you know, killed Nipsey or whatever. So let me share this screen with you guys. Let me present it to everyone. Okay, you guys see this on your screen? Okay, let me click on it because it was 23 hours ago, so I don't want it to go away. Hold up, where is it? Darn it. No, X. Okay, hold up. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, homies, bro. I know too many niggas.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back.
Look, I ain't trying to give a nigga no clout. You feel me? I got on live. People start commenting. Nipsey Hussle was dead. I got off live to go see what's going on. Feel me? I seen the little shit on the shade room. Boom. Then I got back on live. Nigga, this nigga talking about a whole bunch of fuck shit. Like, oh, Nipsey. Everybody just tell me call Cuz. So I call Cuz. I called this nigga to see what Cuz was talking about, and Cuz started popping a whole lot of bullshit. The reason why I posted it is because I know for a fact I got a lot of neighborhood niggas that's finny, that's really in the slide for Nipsey Hussle on the dead homies fool on Crippin'. Niggas want to play with Cuz, they want to play with Cuz Crippin' on Crippin'. Nigga, your shit better be up there with Cuz fool. You out here making mamas cry and shit, families cry and shit fool. Nipsey Hussle was a good nigga fool on the dead homies fool, and we both throw up the north, bro. Well, I throw up the north. He chunk up the head. Long live Nipsey.
Okay.
Long live him.
Okay, that was enough for him. That was enough for him. Okay, so he is the guy where you guys seen the guy hop and it was live. And so he's basically saying that he didn't know the guy. He didn't know anything about the guy. And that, you know, the guy just hopped on his live. Since then, there has been video surveillance shown, and it is of a shooter, and it shows like footage from a camera across the street, and it shows Nipsey Hussle being shot. It's a camera that looks adjacent to the building, and TMZ has to where they zoomed in on it. And on the camera footage, what you see is the guy walking up, and it looks like Nipsey Hussle is having a conversation. Nipsey Hussle is having a conversation amongst like his friends or whatever. The guy walks up, and then he looks like he like shoots, and then like two people go down. You see Nipsey and another person fall to the ground. This guy, I think he lets off like another shot, and then people start to like disperse. So then once they disperse, he then starts to run. But then once he sees that everybody was kind of like dispersing, he walks back over to Nipsey and he shoots again. So that's when, to me, it looks like he shot him in the head, and then he shot him and did the other body shots and things like that. And then he walks around, he kicks him in the head, and then he walks away or runs away and starts running away. So that's what I observed on there. And there are rumors about who it is. He has not been confirmed as a suspect with the LAPD, so I'm not going to share that information. But I will read to you guys certain updates that TMZ has posted. I accidentally clicked out of the thing trying to find this guy's live or whatever. So let's see. Let's see. Hold up, I'm trying to see. Yeah. So I guess I could give you guys the description though. Police have only described the shooter as a black male in his 20s, and he and says he escaped in a vehicle driven by a woman. let's see. It was something else that I wanted to say on here. Nipsey, I mean, I posted on my community tab how Nipsey Hussle had planned to meet with the commissioner. There's also video floating around the internet of Lauren London running into the hospital. I'm not going to share that either. But all of this stuff is floating around. And only reason I'm mentioning it is because everybody keeps sending me these videos. And so all day I've been telling people like, I seen it. So, you know, people are alleging that the person is somebody close to Nipsey. They're saying that, you know, it's somebody that he knew. And they're saying that Nipsey Hussle confronted him about being a snitch. A lot of people, you know, started to say, you know, well, since it's somebody that he knew, then that means that y'all got to shut up the conspiracies. And I'm not a person, I'm not trying to force feed you conspiracies. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, heavily promote conspiracies or things like that. When I gave my last video and I cut the comments off of that video, I simply said, I'm not ruling the government out. Just because somebody is a close person to you, and especially with knowledge of them being a snitch, not to say that, not taken away from what this could be. This could simply be a friend who was envious of him, jealous of him, and got confronted and killed him, and it had nothing to do with the government. That is possible. You get what I'm saying? But when I say I'm not ruling the government out, and that's no disrespect to what this could actually be or what it can't be. It's just me having an open mind to the situation, because being that somebody is a snitch, those are the easiest people to flip on the homies. So if there's paperwork and there's documents, that means that that person, if they're a snitch, that means that they are working with the police. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just talking about in a rumor that people are saying that he was a snitch. I don't know for a fact. But if you are a snitch and it's documented and your hood knows about it, that and they know that you're working with the police, those are the people that flip on them. So like I said, when I said I was not ruling out the government, I'm still not ruling out the government, because they don't send Billy Bob down the street to carry out the hit. They infiltrate gangs and they send the people closest to you, and they pay off the people closest to you to carry out hits. So again, that's not taken away from what this possibly could be. It could be possibly just simple and plain. A friend who got called out and wanted to, you know, have revenge and wanted to kill him. But but again, I'm not going to rule out the possibility. You get what I'm saying? I don't mean no disrespect by that. And a lot of people started to, you know, they started to come for me like, and I'm like, yo, I have experienced death all my life. Like, I live in California. I'm born in California, raised in California. I live an hour away from LA. I'm not going to say all, but the majority of my family members that are guys, the women, we are not affiliated. The women, it's just like, it's just something like we're not affiliated. We're not gang members. We're not in gangs. I'm clearly not a gang member. I'm not affiliated. But the males in my family, a large amount of the males are affiliated. They are gang members, and they have been falling victim to gun violence and jail system. So I know how the cops will flip your homies on you. I know how they will, you know what I'm saying? People will turn on you, you know what I'm saying? I know those types of things. So like, the reason why I cut off the comments, because I'm not going to argue with people back and forth who know, like a lot of the people who be commenting about stuff, they don't know how the streets work. I can almost guarantee by the stuff that they say in the comments. A lot of people, they never lost a loved one. They don't know what it's like to see your loved one on the pavement. A lot of people who are sharing certain things, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what it feels like to see certain things like that. And I could tell by the comments. So when I said I'm not ruling the government out, that's no disrespect to his family. That's not trying to force feed you with a conspiracy. That's just me having knowledge of the streets by knowing how cops will infiltrate your camp. There are cops who would even pose as gang members, get put on to sets, and be cops the whole goddamn time. And you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say you'd never know. You get what I'm saying? And that's no shade, no disrespect, or nothing. That just is what it is. But I'm gonna go to the comments to see what you guys are saying. But I haven't been looking at them so far because it'll throw me off kind of looking at the comments. But I did want to bring you guys up to speed. There is a photo circulating around of who they are saying is the gunman. There are people saying And even TMZ reporting that the guy is alleged to be in Nipsey Hussle's camp and being a close member of him, and that Nipsey Hussle confronted this guy about being a snitch, which means that means that he possibly is on paperwork and was working with the police if he is a snitch. So it's not a far stretch to, you know what I'm saying, think that it could be people, other hands involved. That's just that. But let me go to just go to the comments to see what some of the people are saying. Somebody said, I seen the footage. I just think it's ironic that the post made saying protect him and he ends up dead. I'm sorry, but that's so weird to me. Right. And that's weird to me too. Like, it's just ironic. You know what I'm saying? It's ironic, but you know, I'm not ruling either of them out, and I have no problem with bringing you guys updates and bringing you guys information. It just is what it is. Did you see the video of Lauren crying in the hospital? Yes, I seen the video of her arriving to the hospital where she said like, where she was like, you know, like, is he okay? Is he okay? Like, that's my husband. I did see that, but again, I'm not gonna post that video, but I am aware of it. I did see it. And the only reason that I'm mentioning it is just to tell my audience once and for all the stuff that I have seen, because people keep sending me all of this stuff. And it's like I said, I've been telling people all day, yes, I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that. Yes, I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? So that's my conversation. So that's the only reason why I'm even mentioning certain things, just to let you guys know that I have seen it. I am aware of it, but it's just not something that I'm going to post on my platform. And the only unfortunate thing is the person who did post like him on the ground, like one of the people, they used my voice in the video. So it makes it look like I'm posting these things and I didn't. So, you know, that's the only thing. But if you guys want me to open up the phone lines so you guys can give your thoughts on this situation, I can open up the phone lines for you, but I don't want to open up the phone lines if you guys don't want to call in. I don't want to waste my time or your time. But if you guys want me to open up the phone lines, you want to call in, put 1 in the comment section and I'll open up the phone lines and let you guys, you know, talk about, I don't want you to talk about nobody's names on here as far as, oh, so it's such and such from, I don't want that. I like, if you want to talk about Nipsey, if you want to talk about, you know, how you felt when you heard the news, if you want to talk about, you know, certain things like that, I'll open up the phone lines and we can discuss those things. But if you are talking certain things, I have no problem with muting you or getting you off the line. And that's just that. But if you guys, like I said, put 1 in the comment section if you want me to turn on the phone lines, and I'll turn on the phone lines. If not, I'll end the video and I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so you guys are saying, yeah, open up the phone lines. Okay, so I'll open up the phone lines right now. Hey, Rose. Hey, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm sorry I don't have no juice for y'all as far as the video footage. If y'all search the Nipsey hashtags, they're there. I'm just not gonna post it. B for Booby says they will have a black person do the dirty work and off a rapper for them. They're not gonna go to the hood as white men in suits with wires to carry out hits on rappers out there. LOL. B for Booby, exactly. So when people was trying to come for me, it's like, you know what? Let me just turn off my comments, because I'm not going back and forth with people, because people really act like Billy Bob from down the street gonna come down the street like and pull a hit out on you. Like, they're like, oh, it was his close friend, so you need to shut up. And it's like, what does that mean? You know, like, I was really trying to figure out what that means. But let me open up the phone lines. And again, that's not to take away from what it could be. It could simply be a friend who got called out and just felt like carrying it out. And it could very well be more things. And that's just that. Okay, so the phone lines are open. Let me type in the phone number. The number is 605. Wait. Okay, 605-468. And moderators, please repost the number for me once I post it in the chat. Okay, and then the access code is 284. When I go live the other way, it's automatically preset into there. But this, like, I have to go live like 2 different ways because the software that I be using, it be messing up and it crashes. So until I get that out the way, then I cannot go live the other way because I have to work down those kinks. Okay, so the number is 605-468-8756, and the access code, once you dial that number, is 284538. Stevie J, thank you for the donation. You are like one of my longest. You are one of my longest subscribers, and I think this is the first time I ever seen you donate, and I do appreciate it. But Stevie said we need to quit playing checkers and start playing chess. Okay. Number to call in, 605-468-8756. And the access code is 284538. I have put it in the chat, and my moderators, please repost it for me. And if y'all see anybody being trolls, because I can't read all of the stuff being posted. If y'all see trolls, y'all already know what to do. But yeah, 605-468-8756, and the access code is 284538. I do not remember or recall you donated, Stevie J, but if you have donated, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. I guess this is the first time I noticed though, but I see you always supporting my live. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But we have a caller, 8. What's your name? Where you calling from? Please do not, I don't want no name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be respectful in the chat and we can have a conversation. 804, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Nique. My name is Max, and I'm calling from Charlotte.
Hi, Max. What are your thoughts on this whole Nipsey thing? Like, where were you when you heard about this news? Like, what's going on?
So I was on the phone, and I had an alert come across, and I literally just cannot believe it. But I called because I wanted to say, I know you've been getting a lot of backlash about the whole conspiracy theories, and I think I definitely think the kind of conspiracies you're talking about are possible at a high level. If you're talking about somebody like a Dr. King or the Black Panther Party or Malcolm X, I definitely believe that. But
right.
I think with this particular situation, you're talking people are talking about the Dr. Sebi video. Well, you can YouTube and find all of Dr. Sebi's videos and his teaching. So I don't think that's enough for this kind of conspiracy. And I do think that we have to be careful because sometimes we can get wrapped up in these conspiracies, and it's a way for us not to just face what's going on in our communities.
Right.
The conspiracy is a dangerous thing if it actually allows us to pretend like the reality is we're just killing each other.
Right. And I agree with you on that one. And again, anytime that I've talked about it, it wasn't from a standpoint where it's I know 100% for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm not ruling it out. I know that it's a possibility. And I agree with you. Normally when these things are carried out, it is on a Malcolm X, Dr. King, level or things like that, or the higher ups. But that doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, there's shady cops on lower levels. I had a dealing with a cop myself, you know what I'm saying, where I didn't do nothing. I was at work. I was at my job. And he came in and he was like, yeah, I seen you riding a bike the other day. You know what I'm saying? And it's I never owned a bike, sir. What are you talking about? I drive a car and I drive to work. So, you know what I'm saying? So this, it's shady cops in all kind of situations. So even on the lower level. So I say that to say, I'm not trying to push the conspiracy narrative. I'm not trying to be blind to what actually goes on in the hood. I'm not trying to take away from what this actually could be. I'm not trying to say that it's not possible that a homie could come up and it be that, because like I said, I'm a person who, I have cousins who have fallen to gun violence from people that are close to them. I have a cousin who was murdered in front of my auntie and I seen them laid out on the pavement. So I'm not a person, I'm not ignoring Black issues. I'm not ignoring crime. I'm not ignoring gang violence and excusing it or saying, or just chalking it up totally to the government. All I'm simply saying is I'm not ruling it out. That's it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? If that's clear.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like, you know, I'm not like coming for you on it per se. It's more just like the whole internet. Like, you know, I was pretty much glued to my phone for like from the moment I heard yesterday till then, you know, the rest of the night. And it's like within 20 minutes, it was like 50 million different conspiracy theories that have like literally within like an hour of the guy passing. And it's just like, on some level, you know what I mean? We gotta, it like sometimes the simple answer is the answer. You know what I'm saying? Right. It doesn't always have to be like, it have to be something just like that's, you know, just way out. It could just be a jealous friend or whatever, you know, that took this man's life. But it's really sad. And, you know, anyway, thanks for taking my call. I'm a big fan of your show. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Bye.
All right. Okay. 843. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Jill. I'm calling from Charleston.
Okay. Hi. What's your take on this whole situation? But be respectful. Go ahead.
Excuse me?
I said just be.
Yeah, go ahead. I think a lot of people are missing this. I think that Nipsey has a strong personality. And sometimes when you have a strong personality, you attack everything in front of you, whether it's positive or negative. Like if he had like in his community, he had a lot of bad things going on, and he attacked those things with his strong personality by doing everything that he could to correct those things. The negative part of having a strong personality is the same way how you can take your energy towards something positive, you can do it towards something negative. The tweet that he made, that last tweet that he made, that he said his enemies, it's a blessing to have strong enemies, what he did was he gave his energy to something negative. All that would do was make someone even more envious towards you. And I think that whenever you have a strong personality, you have to be aware of the things that you attach your energy to. And I think that that was a mistake. Nobody deserved death, but that was a mistake that he encouraged and gave energy to his enemies to do something even more negative. And it was done on a big scale. He didn't tell them personally. He tweeted that to everybody. So he basically dissed those enemies or whoever came back at him publicly to everybody. He gave that gift that he has of being a strong person and that energy towards something negative. And I think that anybody who has a strong personality has to be aware of that. That's something that we can learn from the situation. Well, I don't need to dump too much information on it, but I see nobody talking about it from that aspect of how Nipsey could have handled that situation differently. And I think, again, nobody deserves death, but this is a curse that a lot of people with strong personalities have. And the people who are alphas in general, we are good with things that we give our energy to it on a positive level, but on a negative level, we have to be careful about things we attach ourselves to. Because when we have that warrior spirit, we attach ourselves to positive things and give our whole self to it, but at the same time, if something negative comes up, we tend to make that mistake of giving our energy to those type of things too. And I think that's something that we can learn from the situation.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. 404.
Hi, my name is Anastasia Kennedy, and
Hi.
I am from Atlanta, Georgia. My take on this is just another black-on-black crime. Everyone, all these stars have haters. They have, everything is just, it's the same as when Tupac, Biggie, and all these conspiracies. I don't believe in that. I believe that there's a time, and as God feels that it's your time to leave this earth, then it's your time to leave. I don't think that people should say, oh, it's this and that, say, oh, the government, this, I understand all that, and that is people's opinion. But in my opinion, I feel as if this is just another crime or hate crimes, or this is just another, they wanted him gone. He was too good. And when a person,
they meaning good, the people around him, you're saying?
Yes, they saw that he was a good guy. Even, I've watched videos after videos of him, even before he became famous. And he was just a good guy. He said he didn't want, he didn't care nothing about the fame. He just wanted to do something that was great. And we don't have enough of that in our black generation because of, the stars. They, showed materialistic things. Not everyone, but most of them show materialistic things. Our kids, they fiend for that. They want shoes, they want cars, they want women. And he wasn't that type of guy. He just wanted to live and to do great things on this earth. And I believe that this is just another person who hated him or who was envious of him, who came after him and knew where he was. And I believe one of his close people in his group told that person where he was. And,
according to TMZ, it was a friend. So, of course, he would know.
So I believe that. But thank you so much for letting me share. I pray for his family and his wife. I'm Lauren London. I pray for all of them. It's a tragedy, and thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. 340, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Kimina. I live in San Antonio, Texas.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. And yourself? What is your take on this whole situation?
To me, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like how they went going after you and how everything's happening so quick. And I understand where you're coming from, and you say that you see your relatives on the pavement. The same thing from me because I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands. So it's very bad over there too. And to know that somebody who's actually dealing with trying to make the community beautiful again, and to let hate take a part of this problem. And to me, I didn't like how everything played out. I saw it yesterday. I saw it when I was working. So I was like, wow, that really hurt me because of his family, People don't think about people's family before you do that, taking somebody's life. And that's the problem out in this world now. You don't think about somebody who gonna get affected in this.
Yeah.
And I didn't like
it. Don't affect just the person that you shoot. It affects everybody around them.
Yes.
Their daughters, their moms, their brothers, their sisters, their kids. Oh, well, I said, yeah.
Because where I'm from, everybody is hate and hate. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's sad to see a lot of people in the graveyard crying.
Yeah.
And that's not right. If somebody trying to make their life better and help the community, that's beautiful. Why you have to destroy the person, and then on top of that, their family have to go through that.
Right. Yeah, their family has to mourn
that whole thing.
Mourn their death. And then not only does their family have to mourn their death, now you just made yourself a target, and now your family is a target. And then if you die, then your family has to mourn you, so
yes,
it's like a lose-lose type of thing.
Yes, and then I saw next Instagram. I didn't like that, claiming to kill you. I didn't like that.
You saw what was that?
I saw a video on Instagram that this guy claimed he killed him and all that. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah. I feel like he should definitely be dealt with, that guy, because it's like you don't play with things like that. So I posted the video too on my page because number one, he self-incriminated himself and he said he did it. And so he should be picked up by the authorities, I feel like, because you don't play with certain things like that. I don't think it's cool.
You're right.
So,
and to me, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And I just want to state that I'm your fan. I see all the videos you post, so I had to state that because I'm from the island, so the island is not good.
Yeah.
To see your family getting killed, to have to go to the funeral, it's not good.
Yeah.
So I understand where you're coming from, and I wish people not come after you.
Yeah. I mean, it comes with the territory, so it's okay. It's just that I just gotta be more like whatever about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in a part of me is like, people don't know me because I don't share a lot about me. They just see me give my opinion, so they figure they got me all figured out. But it's like, you don't have no idea about what I've been through in life. You don't know anything about me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that. I just have to learn to like not be Cardi B.
Can I give you advice before I leave?
Go ahead.
You know, one thing is, I'm just like you.
Yeah.
I take things in the way it's supposed to be in this world. But the advice I give for you right now, and I hope you take it all the way to your career, because your career is beautiful, is that don't live for somebody. Don't live for everybody. Don't live for anybody's comments.
Oh, well, no, I don't. So I'm going to stop. I don't. So that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to change my opinion to gain subscribers, and I'm not going to change my opinion to keep subscribers. My problem is like, I'll like clap back, but I ain't changing.
just smile. Just be happy.
Yeah.
Hey, they love you. That's why they're trying to hate on you.
Yeah.
Just smile about it. Because the more people hating on you, they gain you the more attention.
Right. I agree.
The more views, the more haters. But I'm going to let you go. Have a nice night, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye. Okay. 903.
Hi.
Cut out the background noise. Or I think I echoed a little bit.
Hello?
Yeah. What's your name and where you calling from?
Crystal from Houston, Texas.
Okay. What's your take on this whole Nipsey thing?
It kind of reminds me of the Sam Cooke documentary on Netflix. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't.
Well, watch it. It's real good. They talk about how he was taking up for the community, and he was doing a lot of things like purchasing a lot of businesses and things like that. And that the mafia called him because a lot of these record labels and everything was owned by the mafia. And the mafia called Sam Cooke and told him, like, if you don't stop, we're going to kill you. And Sam Cooke cussed him out, hung the phone up, and the next day he was shot in a hotel, and they said that the lady that shot him worked for the mafia. I mean, it's just things like that to think about, because the corporations and everything is owned by, you know, a lot of people that will try to come for you and kill you. I mean, of course, it could be somebody in his hood that was jealous, but sometimes you got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
well, I'm gonna definitely check it out. What is it? Sam Cooke documentary?
Yep, on Netflix. It just came out not that long ago. So that's all. Just watch it, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. That's all I want to say.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Oops. Sorry. Okay. 832. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi. Hey, Nique. This is Till from Houston. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, girl. How you doing?
Girl, what color is your hair?
How you doing? No, this color is I do know that it's a cellophane from Arctic Fox. I don't know the color though. It's like I think it starts with a P though. I don't know the name right off the top.
Okay. I just wanted to tell people that, you know, there's a lot that we could learn from this particular, you know, issue that we're actually having in the community. I was raised in California, and most of my family is from Los Angeles, you know, Compton and stuff like that. So it's like, you got to understand, you know, the culture of gang violence.
Right.
And, you know, the details of how it works and stuff like that. And I feel like it's a lot of healing that needs to be done, because we have a lot of situations like this where people in the community have, you know, young and old people trying to better the community, and then things like this happens, and then just a big war, just a big, you know, thing breaks out, you know, and we really need to just stand together and we need to be positive about the situation. And, you know, it's just a lot of ignorant things going on in the world. And, you know, the gang violence, it's just like the dude, I watched the video about, you know, where the dude came out, he said he killed, you know,
Nipsey
Hussle. He was on the run and everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a lot of kids like that. You know, if you look at the music, if you look at, you know, what they're promoting today in the media, you know, it encourages things like that, and it's a terrible, you know, influence. And I feel like, you know, it needs to be more people like Nipsey Hussle in the world. You know,
more leaders, like more people really trying to make a change and things like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we need to stop encouraging, you know, this gang culture and this gang violence like we are. You know, you got the younger generation, you know, that's all they talk about is violence, you know, in the music. And then it gets promoted and it gets mainstream. And then it's like the best thing. And, you know, people are getting like credit, you know, like some type of street credit for doing these types of acts. And it's just so ignorant, and it's just tearing down, you know. And really, I feel like it's going to be a lot more killings, you know, going on because of this, because Nipsey was such a powerful person in the community where he came from. Mm-hmm. And it's a shame because, you know, he was really trying to bring, you know, these gangs together and really just, you know, like establish like unity, you know, unity in the community. And when he got killed, it was like everybody is going to mourn, but then the after effects of it, you know.
Yeah.
Because
well, I mean, if it's an inside friendship and it's not an opposing hood, I could see how it wouldn't go like to you know, like a normal turf war or set war, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. So hopefully that won't happen. But I'll let you give your final thought and then I'll go to the next caller.
Okay. Well, I just want everybody to just pray. You know what I'm saying? Just start praying for our community and praying for these young people, because they're on a terrible, you know, a lot of them are on a terrible path, and this shit could get, you know, real ignorant real quick. So I just want everybody to pray for our young people and try to help them cope, you know, through these situations and try to heal the you know, the anger and the hate and you know, what's going on. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much for the donation. Kevin Russian says, the best way to honor our Nip and others is by building up our Black communities with economic power. We gotta look out for us just like every other race. Look out for each other. They don't care about us. And that's from Kevin Russian. Again, thank you for the donation. Next is 702. That is Vegas, right?
Yeah, this is Vegas.
All right, what's up? What's your name? We established it's Vegas. What's your take on this whole situation?
Oh, from Vegas. First, I want to preface everything by saying that you're absolutely gorgeous. I love your unbiased, you know, level, sound-minded opinions about everything that you do. I love your coverage on everything. But what I wanted to say touches on a little bit of what the other caller was saying. The young man was trying to bring together, you know, certain factions of the streets. Now, as you were speaking before about conspiracy theories, we usually find out in the latter hindsight 2020 that conspiracy theories usually, the majority of the information comes out to be true. Mm-hmm. So what I want to say about that is this. You have factions on the street that we call gangs that are controlled by, like I said a couple times in your live chat, are controlled by Masonic and Shriner orders. These orders are essentially the same thing on the higher levels as we see with big pharma and government, as they are on the lower levels as we see with street gangs that keep up
the drug infiltration into the street and to perpetuate the mindset necessitated to keep the hood where it's at and where it needs to stay at for these people to stay in control.
Right.
So when you have individuals who want to break that apart, who want to destroy those concepts, because understand, every one of these cops are joined into a Masonic order. In order to be a cop, you got to take an oath.
Right.
And it's not an oath that's, slam bam on television, something that you're going to see every damn day, that the people are going to be able to, attach to, watch, and understand. It's going to be some stuff that's, undercover that you're never going to be able to see, nothing about. And these gangs take these same oaths. And they structure these gangs underneath these same ideologies and mentalities, so that they can, of course, have the connections that are necessary to be able to, filter these drugs into the hood, filter these mentalities into the hood, and control these areas and control these people. So when we got an individual like this who's buying up his block, who's, putting black people in states of empowerment, giving them jobs where they couldn't find jobs in other places, building back business, destroying the dispersed diaspora of his people within his area.
Yeah,
he's doing some good. They've got to stop that, because ultimately it fucks with their money. Now, I apologize for my language, but it messes with their money. So you can send a little niglet around that has no consciousness and no understanding, and that Nipsey's rolling 60. This guy is a part of this faction. He's a Crip as well. Nip might have called him out on some whole shit. Like, look, we're trying to build here. You over here trying to destroy. And these little cats out here is out of their mind. So he probably went to his high ups and like, look, I want to hit this cat. His high ups is like, you know what? We already want to get rid of it. It's causing too many problems for us anyway. And they give him the green light to go ahead and do what he do. Little man went over there and hit him execution style. 6 shots. Now come on now. You got cats.
I'm gonna pause you really quickly. Hold on, I'm gonna pause you really quickly. Okay, so I just glanced over and I seen somebody say, never heard none of y'all YouTubers talk about this man. Now he died. Everybody know everything about him. Making videos to profit off his death. His family hurting out here while y'all trying to get views. First of all, C.B. Nipsey Hussle is widely known in California. I am from California, so if one of my own pass away from Cali and is somebody who is a street legend, I'm going to talk about it, and it has nothing to do with trying to cap or talk about him for views. He is loved out here, and when I talk about things, when I talk about positive things on my channel that don't have anything to do with death, you guys don't watch it. Y'all don't watch it. Y'all don't click on it. So don't tell me anything about anything, because I have talked about Nipsey on my channel before. But Nipsey is somebody that is loved. He's liked. He's admired. People have admiration for him. And he is passed away. It's shocking. It's unfortunate. And I'm going to talk about it. People are concerned about it. People love him. So I'm going to talk about it. And everything that people do, just because they open up these conversations, is not necessarily because people are trying to get views off of somebody. If I was trying to just get views off of Nipsey, I would have showed him getting killed. I would have showed him on the pavement. I would have showed all of the things. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, correct that person, because, like, anyways, continue. I'm gonna let you give your final word, and then I'm gonna go to the next caller. But just
basically, all I'm saying is this right here: is that the man was trying to do some good in his community, and then you got, like I said, factions that don't want that to happen because of money interest, and their money is in the destruction of the community. And this man is trying to help out his community. They had to take him out. Plain and simple. Whatever way you want to look at it, whether you want to look at it as a conspiracy or you want to look at it as, it was a hit.
Right.
Whatever way you want to look at it, it was done. This man was doing good for his people, and somebody came and killed him. So I just want to validate, because I'm a guy that's been out there, and I know a little bit more than most people do, and I can see where you understand a little bit more as well. So all I'm saying is this: is that don't let nobody say, you thinking amongst, the conspiracy theorists and, what you're saying is invalid. Everything you're saying is valid because the streets are a lot deeper than what these cats out here know. Because a lot of them don't live in the street and know shit about the street. So
right. And that's my point exactly too. I could tell by the comments that a lot of people, they are not affiliated with anybody from the streets, don't know how the streets work, don't know any part of any type of code. Like, and I'm not no street chick. I'm not in no gang, but I know because I was raised around these people and I know their situations. I know how they went to jail. I know who turned on who. I know those things. And a lot of people look at that comment, they don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they ain't never lost nobody. I got a friend, and it's no shade to her. I love her to death. But I got a friend, one of my closest friends, she ain't never lost nobody close to her. So when I lose people, she's like, dang, I don't know how that feels. The only person I lost in my life is my grandma or my older, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know what it's like to be, you know what I'm saying? So
they have no experience on that field. Therefore, they don't understand that war. You can't sit there and tell me that, I don't know what this cat is doing. I don't know what's happening. And I've been on this battlefield before, but you know what's going on, and you ain't never seen the field from 100 miles away. Stop it.
Right. But thank you so much for calling. I'm gonna go to the next caller.
For sure.
All right. Let's see. Ann Huff says, Nique, people will come for you no matter what the topic is. Just do you. Yeah, I mean, I am gonna do me, but it's just certain stuff that people say, and it's like, first of all, second of all, third of all, fourth of all, fifth of all, like you know what I'm saying? Like the video that I reposted yesterday of the fan who was rapping for Nipsey, I posted that on my page a year ago. That was posted on my page a year ago. When the breakup happened with Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London, I mean, it was a breakup, but I covered it on my channel. Nipsey Hussle is he's like unproblematic. Like, he is in certain things, but you know what I'm saying? All of the positive things, y'all don't watch it. Y'all don't care for it, and y'all don't click on it. And when I post those things, as much as I want to share more positive on my page, as much as I want to share more things like that, when I post things, it messes up the algorithm. So every time I post a video and it does not perform well, it messes up me in the algorithm. So I have to be selective in what I post. And Nipsey is from where I am from. I'm not from LA, but I am from Cali. I'm an hour from LA. And he passed away, and I'm gonna cover it, period. So yeah, anyways, so let me go on over to the next caller. 501.
Oh, showtime.
Not showtime.
Yes, it is. Hey, Miss Nique, I'm a #1 fan.
Hi, thank you.
Why y'all not going live on Facebook? That is my platform. I do feel some type of way about Nipsey Hussle. That was a real dude. They should have took him.
Yeah.
I don't care how it played out. He was a real dude. He was making moves in the business, making moves for other hustlers in this industry. I got a record label and I do Facebook promotion. That was a real platform for all of us to come up on if we did it right. That's hustling. They took a real hustler out the game. That's messed up. But I love you. I've been shooting at you on Facebook all day, Nique.
Well, thank you for the love. I appreciate it.
I'm on your trail with your shot. I'm watching your live on YouTube right now, watching your lips and your gap with your fine self. Yes, I am. I'm with Louisiana doing in 5 cities. Hot Springs, Arkansas, South Vegas. Take us out. We got the racetrack. Yay.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I'll be, you said you on my trail, then you on my trail. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I do need to start going live more on my Facebook. I do need to do that. So, you know what I'm saying? You are right about that.
Check me out on Facebook. Justin Turner on Facebook. Check me out if you don't mind.
Shoot that shot. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. He over here shooting his shot. You know what I'm saying?
I am. I got a 3. I'm Curry over here. I'm Cardi C right now.
He over here shooting his shot.
Everything. Me and you'll be Mr. and Mrs. TMZ. I love you.
All right, thank you so much for. All right, thank you. All right, you too.
All right.
All right, bye. Okay, 323. This is Callie right here. Oh, you gotta mute the background. 323.
All right, thank you.
834. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm like, hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
Hi. You calling from Cali?
Yeah, I actually knew Nipsey personally.
Okay, wait. Before you get into it, I need you to mute the background. Are you listening on another device?
Okay, I'm gonna turn it down. Sorry.
Yeah, it's echoing. It's still echoing. It's still echoing.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, talk again.
Okay.
Okay, now it's clear. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I wanted to kind of cover, I basically grew up with Nipsey. Nipsey was somebody that I personally knew. Like, we grew up together before he became famous, you know? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, when I found out that this happened, this really shocked me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't went nowhere. Like, I've just been stunned because I'm just like, how could something like this happen to a really great man? You know? Mm-hmm. And everybody want to speak bad about this man. Like, you know, this man has been a big influence on the community. He has opened up salons, opened up a hair store, he had a barber shop. He gave one of my friends a job because he couldn't even get his barber license, you know. Mm-hmm. He has done so much for the community. And everybody wants to speak bad about this man and say all these conspiracy theories. Nobody doesn't really know, only God, you know. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was that it was 3 people on the scene. Nobody's not speaking about the other 2 people that got shot. Mm-hmm. It was 3 people. So everyone's trying to, you know, come up with.
Your phone is going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but then it starts to go in and out. But you said everybody, it was 3 people on the scene, and then you said everybody something, and then it started to go out.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. I think because I have my other phone next to me, so I do apologize about that.
Okay, go ahead.
So one of the things that I just want to say is that I think that he was an amazing person. You know, I remember a time when I went up to one of his events last year, and me and my close friend, after we came from the NAACP Awards show, we went to go the next day. I think Nipsey was throwing an event, and I was telling him how proud I was about him, you know. And that really, like, that moment when I had saw him and I seen him, and I haven't seen Nipsey in so many years because, like I said, I grew up with him. He did music in my backyard. You know, that's how close we were. We all grew up together. And, you know, it hurts me to the death of me because I'm like, damn, you know, we were all close. He was like our family, you know?
Right, yeah.
So just to see him leave, it just really hurts me so much, you know?
Yeah.
But I was just reflecting on that time that I spent with him, me and my friend, you know, because he was well loved in the community. He did a lot to help a lot of people. Most people that were, you know, ex-gang members, they probably completely changed their life. Nipsey had influenced them to change their life, you know?
Yeah, and that's why it was so shocking to, I think, almost everybody.
Right. So I just wanted to just put that out there because people is like, you know, I'm going on social media and I'm seeing all these negative postings, but then I see a lot of people missing him and mourning the loss of a really great man that was amazing. He did a lot of things to change the community, and I don't like when people speak bad about him or say negative things because that was not his personality, especially for someone that knows him personally and grew up with him and know him personally. Like, his personality, he really loved Laura London. I met her. I had a chance to meet her too, you know?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just say, you know, that everybody shouldn't speak negative about this man because he did leave a legacy. He did have a 2-year-old daughter, you know what I mean? And he was loved by many people, you know? So that's all I really wanted to say. I just kind of wanted to put that out there.
All right.
And, you know, just bring some positivity in the air, you know?
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. You have a blessed day.
And you calling from where? You never said. You calling from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay.
Right
hey,
here. Right. I'm from Crenshaw area.
Oh, okay.
So I'm born and raised here. Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
I'm in the IE, so you already know where that's at.
Oh yeah, I have cousins and family that's from IE, so
yeah, I'm in the IE.
But I just like this is like right now, this is like a form of therapy for me, just speaking out about it, you know.
Yeah, talking about it does help.
Know, yeah, right. It does help, and like you know, I'm debating if I'm gonna go to the funeral. I don't really know what the funeral is gonna entail. I hope that everyone does not do no retaliation.
Yeah, they probably gonna crack down on that just because he's a celebrity, and you know what I'm saying. It's just gonna that part.
And that's that part right there. I just pray that they don't retaliate. Not at all. This is not. I mean, and just to put that out there, like we haven't had no retaliation in years. I mean, LA has really been cleaned up. You know, we haven't had like a lot of shootings in a long time. So
yeah,
all I'm just saying, this was a shocker. You know, for somebody that was so big and. You know, he has such a big influence in the celebrity industry as well as, you know, just in the community. He was an amazing man, and he was a loving family person. You know, I'm sure he wanted to get married to Lori London.
Yeah. Do you have, sorry to cut you off, do you have any information? Because you said that nobody was talking about the other two gentlemen. Do you have any information as far as the other two gentlemen?
I have no clue. But I have no clue what's going on, to be honest with you.
So you don't know, like, if they're in critical conditions, not critical, what the deal is?
Yeah, nobody, but that's the thing. Nobody's not saying nothing about the other two people. What happened to the other two people? So that's what people are not talking about. You know, everybody's concerned about Nipsey, but what about the other two people that, you know, so that's one thing that I wanted to put out there. So
yeah.
But yeah, I really don't have no clue. I mean, I'm just waiting to see what happens from what's going to happen from here on out. If it was another two people, but I'm hearing it was two people. So,
okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, you're welcome. You have a blessed day.
Okay, you too.
Take care.
Okay, 530. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, wait. 530. Hello. 530-237. Hello. Okay. 918. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. How's it going?
Pretty good.
I just wanted to speak a little bit about the giant elephant in the room. I'm not too sure if you guys are aware, but Nipsey was literally supposed to have a conference with the LAPD today.
Yeah, I posted that on my community tab. Did you see it? You didn't see it?
Oh, I didn't. I'm actually a new viewer. I just thought I'd pop on and say a few things.
Okay, yeah. So I give updates via my community tab a lot. Like, I don't make a video out of everything, but I did a video before this video, and I talked about how he had a meeting with the LAPD commissioner and the Chief Moore. I talked about that in the video before this one, and I talked about this on my community tab. But go ahead.
Okay. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to believe that you know, once you're in a gang, and once you got your foot in that door, if you halfway take your toe off the ground, they'll put a green light on you. I mean, that's just simply how it works. And another thing I would like to talk about is cultural demographics. Are you aware of this?
Elaborate.
Okay, cultural demographics. Basically, when you guys said, you know, there are people commenting, forming their own opinion about this situation. And, you know, they go on to say they're white, they're not from the neighborhood, they're not from the hood, they're not from shit. That is the equivalent of me saying, okay, me as a white person, you as a black person are not allowed to speak on golf because you're not rich, you're not white, and you're not from the area. Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying.
Cultural demographics.
Hello? Wait, did he like scream? I don't know what happened. He said cultural demographics, and then I don't know if he screamed or I don't know what happened. I was trying to follow him, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm listening. I don't know what happened. I I don't know what happened. But I think what he's trying to say is just because he's a white person, that doesn't mean that he can't talk about something that goes on with a black person. And I mean, I get that. And I understand where he's coming from, because I see a lot of people who, when Michael Rappaport talks about things as far as like hip hop culture, people think that he is not able to talk about hip hop culture and not able to speak on things because he's a white person. And just because you're not black doesn't mean that you don't have an opinion about it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a racist opinion. I think that's what he means. But I think when the other people are like coming for people who are not black, who are not from the area, I think this is, wait, is this, no, this isn't him calling back. I think when people are not from the area, it puts people from the area on the defense, because if you are a black person and you are from the hood and you are from that area, it's like, yeah, you can give your opinion, but you really don't know what's really going on because you're not from it. Just like I can give my opinion and say, hey, Tiger Woods is a good golfer, but I don't really know the sport that well to say that he's the best golfer, or that, because I don't know the sport. I don't really, you know, so I think that's kind of what he's saying. But I'm just gonna guess that's what he meant. But he threw me off with the whole. We have one last caller, 530. I think this is the person that didn't get to answer, and I'm gonna end the live on after this one. 530, hello.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Yes, I was calling because I'm from Cali, and I just wanted to say, you know, one thing. With everything that's going on out here, I don't know if a lot of people are aware, but there's been 4 drive-by shootings because people are trying to say that this is gang-related, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that it's gang-related. There's a lot of, you know, the kids it's the kids. The younger version of us that are talking about this gang with the rolling 60s and this, that, and the other. And it's not about that.
Right.
It's not about that. This was a person that actually knew Nique to get that close to him, to shoot him, and kick him in his head. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I've seen the video.
He kicked him in his head. He kicked him in his head, and you know, he ran off, and no one has any type of description or nothing. It's just an African American male.
Oh no, they have a photo. They have a photo, and people are sharing the photo. You didn't see the photo?
Well, I've seen the photo, but that's not my thing. Is I don't believe that's actually the person. I really don't.
Okay, because so there's a guy. So there's 2 different people. Okay. I'm not gonna share the actual, like the person who they are saying is the actual suspect, because he's not a confirmed suspect with LAPD, and they're not saying that that's the actual suspect. Right. But the streets are talking, and the streets pretty much know who it is. Okay, so there's a person who is clout chasing and saying he's the killer, and then there's photos of the person who they're saying is the actual killer. It's 2 different people. So there's a video of a clout chaser, and then there's a photo circulating of the actual person who is alleged to do it.
Right, and with the clout chaser, like that was funny. I mean, you know, everyone laughed about that, but with the actual person that supposedly did the shooting,
mm-hmm.
That's someone that was close to him. I mean, you know, I'm out here in Cali. I'm telling
mm-hmm.
you. You know,
I'm in Cali too, Mama.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm in Cali too. Okay. I'm in the IE.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I'm in Ontario.
Okay, so you're only 20 minutes away from me. You in the IE too?
I'm in Ontario.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Ontario.
So, okay. Yeah, we right around each other.
Right. But I'm just saying that it's just more than what people, you know, the media. One thing, I'm getting my words caught up, but I want to be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you this: the way this media is trying to sell this propaganda to us about, you know, it's this and it's that and the third. It's not. Everybody's going on social media. They're sharing whatever they want to share. I shut down my Facebook. I shut down my Instagram. I shut down my Twitter page. Everything today. because I got so tired of just seeing all this bull crap. When a lot of people are just they don't know. They don't know. It's not about CD. It's not about anything about that. It's about some haters that were upset because of what Nick was doing, because of what Nick was involved with in his before life. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
that's what I believe, and that is my opinion. But what I'm saying is, you know, he's a wonderful guy. He was a very good guy. Very good. I gave that to the community and everything, and people are hating on him about that anyway. You know, he built that store, he gave jobs, he did a lot of stuff. When he was a young kid, that's what he talked about. And a lot of people don't understand that. They try to use now, you know, the gang thing, and, you know, okay, you know, that's just because you become an victim.
That's a part of our environment out here.
You know what I'm saying? We adapt to that. You know, you say you from Cali, so you know how we get down.
That's why I had to tell a lot of people that I'm from Cali, so there's nobody who could tell me about gang culture. There's nobody who could teach me about gang culture. There's nobody who could tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know about it.
Because it's not like it's our way of. It's not like what we want to do. It becomes our way of life, but we don't get sucked up into it. Some of us move on or whatever, but that's still our culture, though. It's not our life, but it's still our culture.
Yeah, because I'm not a gang member, but I have people who are. Yeah.
I have children, and you know, and my kids are all grown. You know, my kids are grown. My youngest is 17 years old. You know, she's almost grown. But I have a son who's 20 years old, and you know, we didn't get caught up in the bull crap because of what I went through in the 80s. In the 90s and everything, and you know, and I made sure that I didn't want to raise my kids in that type of environment. And Nick was somebody, Snoop is another person, Dad, you know, Corrupt, Olive, you know, they had our back in the day. They had our back, even when. But I'm just saying, he was a very, very positive young man, and I did not listen to his music, but I listened to what he said. I listened to his message, and I listened to his words. I watched his videos. I saw him on the local news all the time. I saw what he did at the basketball court, how he cleaned that shit up. And it was a fucking mess. Excuse my language I'm sorry for cussing like this, but he cleaned it up. He did a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to let you give your final words, and then I'm going to wrap up the live.
Okay. All I just wanted to say was that, you know, I just want to put my prayers out there to him and his family, my condolences to everyone and all of his loved ones. And I just wish everybody peace. And I hope that everything goes well in the next few weeks, because I know that at the end of the day, it's going to probably be, you know, a lot of uproar.
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you so much for calling in, my fellow Cali caller. And I appreciate you for shedding light on Nipsey Hussle and everything like that. But I'm going to end the call. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and continue to just put out a positive word for him.
Okay, all right.
You have a great night.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, so that is all for this live. If you guys, it's 500 of y'all watching right now. It peaked as far as up to close. It was like close to 700 at one point, and it's only 200 likes on here. You know what I'm saying? Even if you dislike it, it should be a balance, okay? But thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, just because if somebody says like they're not ruling something out, I myself personally, I know what gang violence is. Like I said, there's nobody who can teach me about it. I have enough cousins who have been murdered. I've been to enough funerals my entire life. After I had my daughter, I was losing somebody back to back. My daughter is 5 years old. At 2 weeks old, my cousin was murdered. Before that, like, I've been experiencing murder and gang violence my entire life. So there's nobody who can teach me about it. I know about it. You get what I'm saying? I know about it. I'm aware of it. But again, that's not me saying that other things are not possible as well. But that's also not taken away from the fact of what it could just simply be. I just wanted to make that clear with you guys. I wanted to share the information that I had and bring you guys up to speed. There are videos circulating around if you guys do want to see the footage. I am not going to share that on my platform, but they do have the person who they are saying is the person. There is the name floating around there and the photo of the person. I'm not going to share it on my platform. The only things that I will share on my platform when it comes to like the streets and things like that, if you self-incriminate yourself and you say you did something and it came out of your mouth, then I don't got a problem with it. I'm going to post it. You say you did this or you say you did that, I'm going to post it. It's not a rumor. It came out of your mouth, whether you clout chasing or not, I'll post it. But when it comes to certain rumors, certain things, I tread lightly on those things. Seeing Nipsey Hussle on the ground, the video of him where the paramedics or the firefighters was working on him and they were like, flipping him over back to back. That was kind of a trigger to me because I'm a person who's seen my cousin dead on the pavement, and that was a trigger. So I'm not going to post things that are triggers for people. The only unfortunate thing, like I said in the beginning of the live, is there's a person who used my voice in a video, and my voice is paired with, Nipsey Hussle being on the ground, and they used my voice in the video. So that's the only unfortunate thing, because I would never share anything like that. And that video has since gone viral in a way, because it's like past 1 million views, and it has my my voice on there, but that video did not come from me. So that's all I wanted to say about that. That's all for this live. I'm not going to argue with people. People could disagree all day. And that's a big misconception that people have with me on my channel. They think that I'm mad because people disagree with me. I'm not mad that anybody disagrees with me. You could disagree with me all day, but there's a difference between disagreement and disrespectful. Like, you could disagree and be respectful, and then there's the fine line that people teeter into where they're disrespectful. If you calling me out my name for my opinion, you calling me bees, you know what I'm saying, you saying all that in your disagreements, then I will block your ass. You get what I'm saying? So that's that. It's a difference. And people confuse that. You can disagree with me. You do not have to believe what I believe. I'm not trying to force my beliefs on you. I'm not trying to make you think like me. I don't want a world that people think exactly like me. That's not how it goes. I am a person who can have healthy debates. I can have debates on topics. I can respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. You get what I'm saying? I had several callers who did not agree with the narrative, and they had their own opinion about it. And again, I'm just, one of those people. You can disagree, but be respectful. And like I said, there's a fine line between a disrespectful comment and a disagreement. And a lot of people cannot distinguish the two, and they quick to say, oh, you just want people to agree with you. Oh, you just mad. No, I'm not mad because people are not disagreeing. I'm mad because you're being disrespectful, because when I deliver my commentary and I talk about topics and I talk about celebrities and I talk about things, I'm not giving my opinion in a disrespectful way. I'm not cursing them out. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? If you take it that way, it's because it's your fave and you want people to say exactly the nicest things and the cutest and the curliest things about them. You get what I'm saying? And if somebody says anything that goes against the cutest and curliest things that is, you want your faves in the image that you want them to be painted in. And this part has nothing to do with Nipsey at all. Just to, keep it real. I'm just trying to, just speak, just in closing. People take it as negative and they want to attack. And that's just that. So again, I don't mind that you guys share your comments that differ from mine. I do not want a world where everybody thinks like me. Everybody does not have to agree with me, and I'm not trying to force my beliefs on anybody. That's not what what I've ever intended to do. I'm not a person I'm an only child. I was born in this world by myself, raised by myself. I'm my mom's only daughter. You get what I'm saying? I don't have any sisters or brothers. I walk alone by myself. I enjoy my followers. I appreciate the love that you guys give me. I appreciate it. You guys don't even know. But within my appreciation for my followers, I am not going to change who I am for my followers. I'm not going to change my opinion to keep any followers either. You get what I'm saying? So when people announce oh, I'm unsubscribing, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not changing who I am for a subscriber, and I'm not changing who I am either. So with that being said, I'm going to end this live. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's all for this video. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed and you want to subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button, okay?